Hi Barry, my name is Justin Reed with Beachcliff Technologies Web Design. Thanks for requesting this free video review of your website. I know usually we try to get these things out within 24 hours. A few hours past that, but hopefully forgive me, we've been extremely busy. I'm sure you understand when that happens. But I usually like to kick these things off just by starting out with how your website looks in Google. So if I search for Red Umbrella Services, I see that there are a number of listings here, and it looks like you're the one, two, three, four, fifth one down from the top. So there's definitely a few things that we can do to help you get higher in Google and to get your website to rank better. Also, I see that there's a property management service that shows up on the right here and not your company. So also something that we can help address. But one other thing to note here is that this is also not your home page that's showing up in Google, but a sub page of your website. So we'll go ahead and click on that link just to see where most of your visitors are actually landing, who search for your brand name. And it looks like they're landing on this post that you made on July 17th of 2017. So something that's important to think about when you do create a website is that your home page is not always the page that people start on. So the first page I started on was this page, and that may not be where you actually want your visitors to go first. I'm going to go ahead and go to your home page because that's typically where, when you build a website and you think about how a website is designed, where most people start. And there are three things basically that I look at when going to a website for the first time. One is as a visitor, for the first time especially, I need to know, am I in the right place? So I see you've got your logo in the upper left there with Garage Builder underneath. So that does help me know I'm in the right spot, so that's good. You do have that nice slider in the middle with a few calls, not really calls to action, but some different things that I think feel are important for your visitors to see. That's a little bit of an older design style. Typically, most people who come to a website, they look really quickly to see if they're in the right spot, then they hit the menu or they start scrolling. Most people don't make it past the first slide. So making that first slide really impactful and making it draw people in is super important. And having a one slide or a one image there is more a higher quality single image is going to be better than multiple things that you're trying to communicate. So that's something we can definitely help you with optimizing what would actually draw a visitor in to either stay on your website or take your call to action. And call to action is actually the second thing that I look for when going to a website. I want to know what action you want me to take when going to your website. So you've got a request for quote and a phone number at the top, and it's really good that that's sticky at the top, although it is a bit small. I really can't see it when I scroll down. And then if I click on it, it actually just takes me back to your home page. It doesn't really, it doesn't give me the option to actually call you. So it should actually prompt me with like a Skype window or a Google Hangouts thing, or if I'm on my phone, it should actually bring up my phone dialer and have your number like automatically fill in there for me. So that's definitely something that's going to help you get more conversions and get you more sales through your website. Get your phone ringing more often with customers who want to know more about your products, your services, and what you offer. So that's something that would definitely get fixed. But as far as a design, it looks like you've got a pretty standard design. Nothing really kind of pops out or draws somebody in. But I do like that you have the request a quote in the middle of the page. Once again, between the phone number on the top, there's a phone number here, an email address. There's a few different ways to contact you, which can be good and bad. But mostly you want to drive somebody to a specific call to action. If that's request a quote, that's great. So when I call that phone number, I'm expecting the person who answers the phone to be able to answer questions about that quote. Same with the email address there. And the third thing I look for is if you're optimized for search engines and for Google. So one way we do that is to see if your website is responsive. So we shrink that down, and it looks like you are mobile friendly, which is great. And then the other part of that is actually digging into the code to see if you have the right tags in here to show up the way you want in Google, and also primarily to make sure that your home page is showing up the way you want in Google. We noticed when we first started this, it was not your homepage we landed on, but a subpage. So there are definitely some SEO tweaks to make in here to help you rank better for your target keywords, and that will also resonate with your target audience and get you more calls and more business through your website. So those are just a few things that we can do. We do a lot of additional services as well, and we'd like to have a deeper conversation into how we might be able to actually help you with your website. So our next step would be to basically have a free consultation where I could give you a few more strategies and tips of things that you could do. Whether you use us or not, that's totally up to you. You can take the free advice we give you either in this video or through that free consultation. Use whoever you want. But just the thought here is just to reach out to you and hopefully add some value. And let us know if you have any questions and if you are ready to take that next step. Thanks and have a great day, Barry. Bye.